So here's another vlog completely off the cuff. Just recording myself. Yeah, that's what you do in a vlog. Excuse me. Okay, so as you can notice, I'm wearing a headset. It's good. And yeah, I mentioned that last time. Okay, so what I did want to talk about, and what I kind of just mentioned at the end of my last vlog video, is that I didn't really feel like making any kind of vlog or video while my siblings or my family was home, because yeah, I don't think I explained why. Now, this isn't something I talk about a lot because, for one, no one really needs to hear it other than people like therapists and my friends, I guess. And two, it's not really exciting. But then again, if you're interested in human behavior, psychology, and whatnot, I suppose this would be something you'd like to listen to. Anyways, I believe, at least a little, that I have some kind of mild form of social anxiety disorder, but I've never had any kind of medical condition. Let's just put it that way. I am very easily startled in social situations. I tend to become lightheaded. Not really. Only in extreme situations. My heart tends to beat a little bit faster. Definitely, that's like the first thing that happens. My mind starts to race, and I tend to not know what to say. And it's usually not because I'm just like stuttering, like I have the words. The only thing is that my brain kind of really shuts off. There's nothing that my brain wants me to say. And I've now come to the conclusion that, well, I guess I've come to this conclusion many times, but I now accept the fact that I'm really just afraid. There's some kind of fear response that these certain social situations evoke, and for some reason I've learned to become startled by such situations. So it's more of a like someone jumps out from a dark corner that you weren't expecting, and your heart starts racing, and you get really frightened, and your brain is just like, what? And that's kind of the initial response that I have in social situations. I don't actually go and retaliate or get mad at the person, because in contrast to being afraid of something or something scaring you, it's rather you're scaring yourself. So you're really mad at yourself. So I guess in that respect, it's like a frightening experience, except you're the, I would say, you're the opposition, I suppose. Your mind creates these delusions that you tend to believe instead of a very, very normal, unharmful reality. It's amazing sometimes when you relax, or when I relax in certain social situations, how easy it is to interact with people. Just normal things like saying hello, making, the small talk, conversational type of blah, And yeah, it's mental, it's biological, and I can try and think about when it began, but in the end, I can only deal with reality as it is in the present time. Yeah. So yeah, I guess that's what I wanted to explain at least a bit more. Don't know if you can relate. Don't expect you to relate. But if you do, that's cool. That's cool, letting you know. But if you can't relate, then, well, I hope that was at least insightful. Probably not. Or maybe it was. At least interesting and regarding the fact that you're hearing it from the person themselves rather than from someone like a psychologist interpreting what's going on in the mind of a socially anxious person. Anyways, moving on. I don't know if there's anything else I wanted to talk about. I mean, I definitely have lots on my mind. See, I don't prepare anything. I believe that I should, kind of prepare something for you to say to you guys. So far, my first video that I posted, absolutely no views. I'm not trying to get any views. I believe that things should just happen naturally, but that's kind of impossible considering that thousands of videos are posted on YouTube every day, and they're not seen unless you kind of have a fan base. So I guess unless there's people that just start to kind of trickle in and watch my videos, I shouldn't really expect much, and I don't really care. It's on the internet. It's good enough for me. me being about 19, I've kind of had the social anxiety thing ever since I began high school, maybe even before. But you know, when you start to ruminate and you start to think, I guess that's what I want to talk about now, is the fact that as you grow older, you begin to become a little bit more introspective, and regardless of your intelligence, you start to think about your actions, at least in social ways, as in like, okay, you're not just going and talking to people, you're talking to a male, an older or younger, or a person of the same age. You regard all these things and you perceive them differently and you react in a different way. When you're a child, I think you just kind of generalize. I can't really remember my mind and my thinking as a child. That's another topic. The mind of a child. But anyways, I think when you're a child, you just kind of generalize. You label a lot of things. That person's smart, this person's mean, this person's generous. I don't really think that. I think it's a lot more natural, a lot more biological, a lot more almost socio-biological. We kind of condition ourselves as children. But when you get older, that's when you actually start to develop some kind of understanding of the things around you, at least socially. So the social anxiety came about at about high school, when your brain starts to mature in a way. I guess even at the beginning of, like, say, I live in Canada, you call it 8th grade. We call it grade 8. Anyways, yeah. Oh, yeah, one thing I'd also like to mention, I'm trying to teach myself Japanese, and Japanese is obviously not something that runs in my family. My grandparents spoke a little bit of Hindi. I went over to the library, got myself a book, don't know if you can see that, on Japanese script. And I don't know, just reading, it gives me a headache, but I think that's just because I'm not used to reading too much anymore. Kind of gave up that hobby temporarily. I think that'll go somewhere. I really want to learn it. Now that I'm kind of on the journey, I like seeing the whole grammatical structure and being able to think in a different language. That's very intriguing to me. Anyways, this video is getting a little bit long. It's 10 minutes now. Or at least in my recording. This video will be edited. This video will be changed through the editing process. And by the time it's on YouTube, this video will not be 10 minutes and 30 seconds long, as it is by this point so far in the recording process. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it. I really want a better webcam, because this one I have here is just the onboard integrated, the ones that come in your laptops in the center of the monitor there. The video's not smooth. Look at me chopping up. It's not good. I'll try a new webcam some other time. That's all I have to say. Enjoy your night, evening, day. Enjoy your life on my behalf. See ya.